In this first example then for section 8.8, we are told to multiply these expressions. We are finding the product and we are going to use our associative property as needed. So I'm going to write out a middle step here. It's up to you whether or not you want to write out the middle step or if you want to jump right to the answer in these. These are not problems that you necessarily have to show a lot of work. Again, I'm going to err on the side of caution and show the middle step for these. Right, so our first expression that we have here, we have 3 times and then in parentheses 5x. We're going to use our associative property to rearrange our grouping to change our parentheses. So I'm going to put 3 times 5. I'm going to put my two numbers together in my parentheses and then leave my x outside. Right? And then I'm going to go ahead and multiply those numerical factors. 3 times 5 gives me 15. Right? So this gives us 15x. Again, if you're comfortable, feel free to start at this first step, right, and kind of bypass writing out this middle step if you want to, right, and jump right to your final answer. That's totally fine in these problems. Right? It just depends on what you're comfortable with. Again, I'm going to err on the side of caution. Write out the middle step for all of these. That way, as you're going back through, you can see them worked out step by step. All right, so for B, right, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to rearrange our grouping here. Right, so we're going to have 8 times -4 inside our grouping parentheses. I put the -4 in parentheses just because, again, we don't necessarily like having signs right next to each other. And then the a squared stays outside. Right, we multiply 8 times -4, one negative sign, we get -32, and then we keep our a squared. Right, and then for C, we have -5 times -9. Again, I throw that -9 in an extra set of parentheses just to keep the sign straight. And then our m stays out front. Negative times negative is going to turn positive. So -5 times -9 gives us positive 45. Right? And then we're going to multiply that by our variable factor of m. Right? So if we just have simple expressions that are being multiplied by a number out front, we can use our associative property to rearrange our grouping here, right, and group our numerical factors together to be able to multiply those.